Hello people, welcome back to the channel. We're back playing some more, forgot what I was going to say then. We're back playing some more Pocket Build. If you remember rightly, in the last video I mentioned a couple of things. I mentioned that this part of the island you see on screen now with the windmills that I wanted to focus on, and then I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do. And I also mentioned the fact about building land and then building upon that land, rather than when I expand the island, building the land and then building on that part of the land. So what I've done, I hope that makes sense. That does make sense in my head, but now I've said it, it doesn't actually make sense to me. But what I've done, I've pre-built all this land here, as you can see on screen. It goes all the way back to here. So that's all pre-built, so that's there ready to be built upon. But in today's video we are going to focus on this part here. We've got the windmills. This is kind of the entrance to the new village part of the island. So I wasn't really too sure what I wanted to do, whether I wanted to keep these walls, build big pillars there. The big pillar idea has kind of gone to the back of my head now. It's kind of almost out of my head really. It doesn't seem like a really good idea. But I've got the walls there at the moment. I'm not too sure whether or not to keep them. I might just scrap them completely. I don't know. But what I want to do is I want to build a few more houses on this part here. Where am I going? Right, on this house here. I can't remember which one I wanted to use. Let's have a quick scroll through. Oh, I think it was these two actually. Yeah, because that was the windmill. I think it was this one. Let's pop one there. Let's pop a couple of those in. It was this one, wasn't it? Pop a couple of those in. And I think it was this. Yeah, because it had the high. I remember thinking about it and having the high little part there. What I don't want to do is put too many houses in. What I want to do is put some fencing up, some gardens, and maybe a little bit of cattle or something like that. Where can I put this one? Do I bring this one a bit further in like that? What was I thinking? That was what I was then. Yeah, so if we go back here to the fences, I believe that's what I wanted. What fences we got? We got any new ones yet? Don't think we have. We've got all these ones. I think I wanted to use these. What does that look like? Did I want to use that, or did I want to use these normal wooden fences? I think I'm gonna go with these ones. That's what I want to use. I think they cost. Do they cost? Oh no, they don't cost. That's alright. Let's use these. So I think where I've got the houses is where I wanted them. I might move those windmills in a minute, but for now, let's focus on these. So what we've got is houses here. So what I want to do, what I want to do is build like so. Do I want to go that far back? Let's go one back a bit more. I don't think I can. No, it falls off the cliff. Right, oh no, leave that there. Actually, saying that, I might just not. Let's leave that there. Get rid of that. I might not go completely around. So it's not completely squared off. So they kind of have the fencing there, but it isn't too much. Dish, dish, dish. Oh, what have I done? Where are you gone? I keep cancelling things I didn't want to cancel. Problem with having big old fingers. Zoom in a bit because there's that bit there for a reason. Let's go off like that. Oh no, it's gone off the edge of the cliff. Can I not build there? I don't know if I can build there. No, it doesn't look like I can. Doesn't look like I can. No, that's fine. Okay, so that's a bit of fencing there because I can put a tree or something in there. Right, let's move on to these two houses here. Right, that's that one done. let's move on to this, the third house. Do I join these two houses up, or do I keep them separate? I'm going to keep these separate actually. Oh, you can't build there, so let's put those two in. Because what I can do, put that down. So, oh, done it again, George. You've done it again. Alright, let's do that. No. Get rid of that one. That. Right, there we go. We've got our fence. You notice that what I've done here is not actually. I can't actually build the fences on that part of the island. This part of the floor here, for some reason. I think it's because of the cliff edges. But what I can do, I believe, is if I go to here, trees. I can actually add some trees in around. Don't know how. I still can't build there. It's a bit of a pain. Which I might just leave it open. Right, okay, there we go. Again, it's not allowing me to build where you see there's no trees. It's not actually allowing me to build there for some reason. I don't know. I think it's just, I think it is just because of the cliff edges, but I think that looks okay actually. It looks a bit different. It's not so, it's not too much like this where it is completely squared off each garden. I quite like that. But what I also want to do is add, because I need to bring up my resources, my food and my wood, and one way to bring obviously the food up is to put crops in. So what I want to do. Some of these in. Where are you? I want these bits here to be full of crops, because then if I add, twist that around, dish. So it's kind of like when you come to the island, you've got to walk through all the farmland to actually get to the next village, and I quite like that. I could imagine living here. Oh shoot, you notice what I've done there? I've put them onto the pathway, haven't I? Do you know, I wondered if there was going to be a gap in between. I was like, why is there a gap? And yeah, there's growing out of the path, but that is not what we want, not at all. Dish. I think one there, like so, and then that actually just comes straight into the village. What I also want to do is put some more across there, like so. Across the cliff edge. So that actually I'm pretty pleased with the way that looks, just by putting the crops in like so. I won't put any fences up around them, but we got the windmills here as well. What I want to do, I'm not too sure. We could put a few hay bales up around here where we've already collected the crops. Here, what else we got? Some of these ones. They've already been collected, these ones. Let's have a look. Let me have a look. What have we got out here? I don't think that's what I want to be on. Pillars, blocks. No. Modern props, water. water bales. Some of these can go over here. Not really sure what's the difference between those two. But yeah, that's the windmills there. There we go. Just a simple little update to the island, and it's paid off quite well, I think. I think there's something that I've learnt with doing this, is that you don't need to put too much in. It actually looks nicer if you put a little less in, like housing wise, and just sort of space it out a bit. It really depends on what sort of area you're making. Like this here, this is more of a village, so there's going to be more houses. It's going to be where people live, isn't it? But this bit is a bit more farmy. Like there are already people there, but what I want to do is actually add more people in, workers. That's who I want to add in. Where are you, mate? You're over there. I don't want to put you too far away from the crops. Get you over here. There. Put another worker in and see if these guys start chopping down the crops like I want them to. Are they? They are. Look at them. They're already working away, and I've only just put them on the island. Good job, guys. Good damn job. And you keep. Because your crops do grow back. Well, I hope they do, unless there's been an update and changed it, I don't know. Yeah, no, there you go. They are growing back there. The workers are working away on the crops that I've put in. Oh no, this dude's even working as well. What are you doing? You're a knight. Everyone's earning their keep today. A lot of workers in this part of the island. There we go. Little simple update to the island, and I think that has made a hell of a difference to how you get into this part of the island. So yeah. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, and of course if you do want to see more gameplay here on the channel, hit subscribe as well, and I'll speak to you and you'll see me in another video. Goodbye.